Hello everyone, I'm Garen Chemiar, and welcome back to some more Mech and Magic modded SMP, and I actually have some news on the whole PSI mod. I have discovered a bug that unfortunately will stop me from progressing this mod. When I went to craft the projectile spell node, I did this and unfortunately I can't craft the projectile spell node. And unfortunately, there seems to be an issue. Actually, there seems to be an issue entirely. Something seems to be broken. I've crafted this stuff before. I have spell nodes in my inventory that I've crafted, and now even those ain't working. Okay. Oh. I think I know what's wrong. I will be right back, guys. I'm going to see if I can fix it. And I am back. And I have good news. I fixed it. Turns out, it was actually my fault. And I tried it beforehand. You see, I didn't like the look of these rods, and I was looking up ways to try and get the old look back, because I figured out what was changing the rods from the original look was guns, and I preferred that because it in a way it fit more with Mech and Magic, because the guns actually were Mech and Magic. So I wanted to see if there was a way I could change mine back to the same old look, like, because since the PSI Magical, our Magical PSI, just was mainly a cosmetic mod that changed some recipes and just made it look more magical, I thought, okay, maybe there's a way I can just disable that, because I don't prefer it. Like, I prefer the other look. And so I can show you, so you guys don't make the same mistake. Right here, I changed this to true. And what that did is client-side Magical PSI. I thought that would kind of just disable it and just make it sure I had the original look. Turns out it doesn't work that way. And I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just trying to change it. But everything now works, and I will be able to continue on. So let's actually check out one of my older spells, Explode. I have one level 5 numbers, which for the tutorial I literally copy and pasted theirs, because you can copy and paste spell codes to learn that. Oh, I can't show you guys. Okay. I forgot there's no way to put it back onto this. But let's go back to an old spell that we made, that I think I made this on camera, the first Explode spell. And I learned how to, I guess, make it better. I think it's select your focal point and position which is the vector, and the power is the number. And so I'm going to set this thing a constant number, which I am going to set to 2. Why ain't this changing? 2. There you go. And power. Turns out that doesn't work. I'm gonna entity look, position, and let's see if I can go focal point for the target. Okay. Let's change that back to 1. No, that does not work. Boom. Power is 70. $210. Inscription successful. Maybe I can just move this down here. Get rid of that. Actually, I may be able just to put this down here. That might actually work better. Bandwidth, that is the size of the space you're taking up, and projection, amount of tricks, 1. And so I can now make the special projectile spell node. And oh, I didn't have it on me. Oh, I no longer need level 5 numbers. I can replace that with something else. Jump. I'll eventually upgrade that in some way. But let's go see if this actually works. This spell is pretty much set to a projectile, so I can... Oh, also, I got a gift from... Oh my god, look at that tiny chest! It's so tiny! But I get distracted very easily. I got a gift. Garlic diffuser. Ooh, what is that? It's from Vampirism. Ooh. Medicine bag. Oh, I saw this from their video. It pretty much where you can carry an effect with you. Ah! I need to get rid of that out of there. Okay. Oh, wolf. What does the wolf do? I can't remember what the wolf does. That makes me fireproof. Bat. It doesn't tell me what it gives me. I think I'll go... I think wolf actually does strength. So I'm going to grab strength. I'm going to fill this thing up. Boom, there you go. And I can carry this with me. Oh, hey, ender pearls. Both fully grown. All this stuff is growing really fast. Like, I literally I can pick that, and then in about a couple of minutes, like a minute or two, it's done already. I've gotten some cool stuff out of that. Also, I noticed that they took out piranhas entirely, so I'll never have to deal with piranhas again, so that's cool. Oh, don't go in there. There's nothing to see there. Oh, there you go. There's a mob we can test the spell out on. Let's activate our newest. Okay, it does have a limit. Spell target is outside maximum 32 block radius. That means somewhere along the line, I have messed up. And so let's actually go back and see if we can fix this. I should probably fly. That would honestly be a lot faster. Actually, it would be a lot faster if I just did this. Why is my home set on that tree? Am I some sort of monkey? That was random. Oh! Oh, that is where my bed would be. Up above. Okay. So there actually was a reason for that. Okay. Down below. So I hear you. Trick, explode, entity, look, selector, focal point. And it can tell that I have my wand now, so now this is showing up right. Let's... That is an operator. Let's... Entity position, entity look, entity motion. Let's try out that spell. Entity position, focal point. Now grab the explode spell, put the spell code onto that. Entity position. Okay, and it's nighttime, so I may actually be able to get some mobs. But the reason behind the different spell node bullet, I'm still used to seeing them as bullets. They kind of still look like bullets, especially the projectile one, is it's made to work differently. So you can put kind of different types of spells on it. They have each their own special types of effect. Like, projectile is meant to be a projectile. Oh, there you go. And now I can... But if you try and use spells whenever you don't have any PSI energy, then you end up just hurting yourself. Okay, well I now got a projectile explode spell. Very simple, beginner spell. And so now I can do a little more research and then show you some of the other cool things you can do with this mod. But that actually... don't stay outside. Get back inside. That actually leveled me up. Side metal. Our block works. Like break block sequence. Entity axial look. Vector axis recast. A lot of these are very this mod is pretty much programming spells, and it does look very difficult to understand, but the thing you can do is you see these two things, import from clipboard and export from clipboard. You can copy other spells people have made and import them, so you don't have to do all the work yourself. You can just find a spell online that somebody else has made and import it. So that is the good thing. So it makes it playable by everybody. Other people do the legwork, and you can kind of copy their spell and have fun with it. This spell has some good troll opportunities, and I actually have a few ideas for what I can use this with. But I need to get further in this mod to do that. And this thing, I'm eventually going to need to upgrade to a Psi Metal. Oh, so I need to get this, and I can easily find a spell that I'll be able to import from here. So let me find a spell real quick, and then I'll import that so you guys can see that in action. And I am back. And so how you can get rid of spells like all at once is Control, Shift, Delete, and then that deletes everything on the page. And then hold Shift and press Import, and then that imports the spell that you have copied. And this one has Trick, Break, Block sequence, and the position is Vector Raycast, and that position is Entity Position. It's a very complicated spell, but what I think it does is, let me get my level 5 numbers, and I'm going to use that instead, and let's see what the spell does. Put that in there. Oh, forgot to grab it back out. And so, block works. Whoa! It digs! It digs up. It's a pretty simple spell. So you can actually set this up to where you dig a lot, or you can set it up to replace a certain area from one block to another block. The possibilities, if you can imagine it, then you can probably do it with this mod. And so let's complete that. Psi Metal Infusion. Trick Infusion. This is how you can turn Psychonic energy similar to that of cost with no nodes except more concentrated and focused. The piece takes no parameters, functions the exact same manner as infusing redstone to create Psi Metal does. To infuse Psi Metal, drop gold ingots around and cast a spell with Trick Infuse. Psi Metal cannot be used to create more powerful rod components, but also Psi Metal cannot only be used to create more powerful rod components, but also to create Mindful Scrolls. Mindful Scrolls function as a method of storing and transporting spells between various inscriber blocks. To write a spell on a Mindful Scroll, simply shift-right-click on it on the spell inscriber. After the scroll has a spell, doing the same thing will set the spell on the inscriber instead. To remove the spell from the scroll, shift-right-click the air. Okay. Lastly, Mindful Scrolls can be copied by placing an empty one and a written one together in a crafting grid. Well, let's actually make this thing. Shift, delete, and Trick Infusion. And I should have this old spell node. There you go. And so, do we have any gold on us? Yes, we do. But we do not have our thing. We left it in there. You toss that on the ground. And infusion. And boom! We now have 4 Psi Metal. And what does it take? Oh my god, I actually have enough. Wow. That was honestly very lucky. I swear I did not look at that beforehand. And let's see if we can quick rod crux. We need more Psi Metal. I'm definitely going to want to make Prismarine. That would be cool. I want green, so I'm going to be using that, some green dye, glass, and sawdust. Vector ruler. I'll get into that later on. I still have a lot of studying to do, because this mod is complicated. Sparkling rod source. It requires Psymetal ingot. Gold. Okay, well, I'm going to toss down more gold. I hope that is enough. I'm gonna make 8. Ouch. I didn't let it charge up all the way. And rod notch, medium. Glowstone. I already have wood. There is a lot of loopcast that just, if you hold it down, it replays the same spell over and over. Circle, it will do the same spell about 20 times. Grenade, it has a timed release, so you can like set like a explode spell. It'll shoot it out, and then after a set time, it will explode. Charge, I actually don't know what that does. Mine, it's pretty much you set a spell, and then you can have it activate once like a certain entity walks on it. I'm hoping you can set that for players only. And then these are just focusing rods. Sawdust block. Huh. Side gem. I'm guessing that is from like diamonds or such. Radiant rod. Ooh. Swift. Bright. What's the difference between that? Okay, complexity is 16 and projection is 4. What is the quick one good at? Wait. 16, 4. 23. This one seems better. The complexity is higher and the projection, well, the projection is 1 lower. But the complexity, I think I'm going to go for quick because there doesn't seem much difference, between the projection, but the complexity is definitely higher. And I'm definitely making this one. So I'm going to need redstone. Yep, redstone. I have gold. And green. So, wait. Oh, I already have green. I need to grab my glass that I put back. Boom. And I think I have everything. There you go. Let's... I don't need any string. Wait, I want to pick back up the string. I can put that up. Then I can pick back up my eggs. So I should probably keep that on me. Iron. I'm probably gonna need iron. Actually, no, I'm not. Not in this crafting recipe, so I can go ahead and put that up for now. Yeah, iron. Put that up. Slime balls. I don't think I'm gonna need that. I had that in my inventory because some of the crafting recipes for the other nodes actually needed that. And now the next thing. Didn't need iron, he said. Might as well put it back up, he said. Hindsight. Boom. Boom. We have that, we have that. And this. I can toss that right there. Spell detonator, mindful scroll. I don't think I need anything else. And so, how you craft... I showed how to craft that efficiency. Ooh, higher. Let's put that there, that there, that there, and that there. And so it has an efficiency of 80, potency of 250, complexity of 20, projection 3, bandwidth 7, notches 6, and overflow 200. And I can now explode, jump, and infusion. And then I can take and put this here. And I now have 2 more spaces for spells. Oh, I need to... Yeah, you see how the thing on the side doesn't show up? It's because I technically have 2 focusing rods. So I'm going to take that off. And now, boom, I now have more, which, as you can see, what I can now cast has gone up. And this has increased as well. So with that, I have now increased my psionic energy, I believe it's called. And I now have the trick infusion. Block movement. Elemental arts. Which this actually gives me a few more tricks. Smite. Operator random. Blaze. Torrent. And overgrow. Movement advances. Blink. Mass blink. Mass add motion. Trick mass exodus. I actually don't know what that is. But I'm going to get into this stuff in the next episode. I will be more knowledgeable and I will have done a bit of research on it. But if you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Stay positive. See you guys.